What up, guys? Do you remember the gun that we found?
Oh my god, are you serious? Oh my god. You just found a... Is that real?
I don't know.
Are you joking me? It's gotta be real. It's metal.
Right?
Here's a picture of what it looked like when we first found it. To get it to this point, we had it soaking in purple power degreaser for 2 days. Now we're pouring in this red liquid, which is transmission fluid, which was totally wrong thing to do. A guy in a gun group on Facebook told me to do this, found out it was totally false. My father ended up calling a gunsmith in Colorado. He suggested using some other chemicals to get all the rust and grime off. I thought of using distilled white vinegar or Rust-Oleum, but ended up going with the good old Evapo-Rust, the super safe stuff that you can pour down the drain, water it down, it's safe on the skin and the eyes. So we went with Evapo-Rust and poured it right in there to soak and take it out periodically for scrubbing as needed. At this time, the gun had been sitting in Evapo-Rust for a full week. The Evapo-Rust is now black, for God's sakes, but the gun is not clean. It is far from clean, so we have a lot more work ahead of us, but we will persevere. This is at 2 weeks of soaking in the Evapo-Rust. It does look better. We are making some progress. Still been scrubbing it periodically, but it is coming off slowly but surely. So keep plugging along and scrubbing this gun. So after it has been sitting in the Evapo-Rust for a couple of weeks, we decided to take the Evapo-Rust out of the container, take the gun out, and use another chemical to go at all of this rust that is still on the gun. So we decided to pour the Evapo-Rust back into the container with hopes of maybe using it in the future, even though it is totally black and it was clear before, but maybe we can use it on a smaller project. Now with that out of the way, we started to rinse all of the Evapo-Rust off of the gun. Stick with me here, I know this is tedious. The voiceover will stop and it will be just me talking, actually talking. We rinsed off all of the gun parts, even the small screws. Don't know if it was necessary, but after we rinsed everything off, we let it sit in the container and dry out before we went at it with the other chemical. Oh, bubbles. So now, here we are using the other chemical, which is Iron Out. We found this at a local store. It is a rust remover, and we just sprayed it on the gun, let it sit a little bit, and then scrubbed it with a kind of an abrasive brush, but it didn't hurt the metal in any way. It helped us get further along in this process. And then we spray some more Iron Out on there. It gets a little repetitive, understandably, but we had to keep scrubbing because it wasn't all coming off, and it was taking a while, but we stuck with it, rinsed it off, see how it looked, see how far we had gotten, and then, of course, you know, we gotta do some more scrubbing on the barrel. It was just so full of grime, and just from being down the river forever, rinsing it off once again. And then took a putty knife at it because there was a lot of particles stuck between the cylinder and the frame. Could not fit any other tools. I didn't want to use a screwdriver because those get thicker as the taper goes up. Used this putty knife, worked pretty well. Got most of the material out of there so the cylinder would break free from the frame. Now putting it back into the container to dry out once again. Alright guys, so we've come to the point where I'm going to disassemble the whole gun and soak it individually in cups using Iron Out, rust stain removal, or we also might be using Tough Stain Remover, toilet bowl cleaner. We also might be adding in some other chemicals if those don't do the job that great. So let's start taking this baby apart with the trigger. So instead of watching me do this slowly, I sped it up so you can see it faster. These screws are standard and old, and I did not want to strip them out. Fortunately, this did not happen. I got all the screws out without stripping them out and ruining them, so that was a good bonus. Okay, okay. Hold on. Leave that puppy there. Let's take this grip off. Okay. Okay. So that comes out like so. Grips apart. Now this is what is holding us up, I think. Give that a whack. There we go. Boom! Right out of there. So now this is free. No tension. Comes right out. What do you know? And then the other piece that was inside of here. And then there's the hammer. Pop.
Falling apart.
Popping right out. We go. All right. So there. Now we got to get this screw out. I think that's it. Yeah, okay, there's that screw. So let me unhook it from there. Now,
Get the boomstick out again.
alright, yeah, boomstick. And there she blows. Comes out.
Hopefully we're not messing it up.
No, it looks fine. There's that piece. So now, the last piece to come out is the cylinder, which I don't know about that, guys. Line this up like so. Give her a whack. Trust you won't hit my hand. It's not so hard, man. You're gonna it's gonna let loose and you're gonna pinch my hand. Oh, and we have touchdown. Wow, it's actually in good shape there. So there's the pin for the cylinder. Now, the $1,100,000 question. Can we get that out? You know what? It's already really beat up. Just give her a little whack with the hammers. And there she comes out. I understand we're being a little rough, but this gun
Look at the gun.
This gun is in really bad shape, and I'm not intending to ever shoot it again. So that's kind of why we're being a little aggressive. I don't see any musket balls, but yeah, now we can soak this in a nice container. Oh, it's gonna be great. The barrel's clean though. We're gonna have to throw all this into, get some rust off. And now we're gonna put everything into these nice clear cups with some iron out to see how clean we can get it. So let's do it, right? Oh yeah. Now, that's what we're gonna do with those, and then we're gonna flip those around. This is gonna go back into Evapo-Rust, which we still have, and we're gonna go from there. Here we are with the Evapo-Rust going back in. Oh, there it is. Barely covered. Okay, well, submerged again, so now it's just time to pop the top on and wait. And scrub later. See you then. All right, so we are back to the 3-cup stage with the gun pieces, and the main frame of the gun is in Evapo-Rust. We're gonna take these items out, do a little light cleaning to see the progress of the gun, which not a lot has changed. I think that when this is actually dry, it gets rusty. So I've done some scrubbing on the bottom of the gun, and I can see 2 stamps, and it says A. Uberti and Cardone, VT Italy. So I do not know what year it is. We set it over here. All right, so it has been 4 days since we put all the gun pieces into the iron out. I have flipped these around. I have flipped the cylinder around. I've taken the cylinder out once to scrub it a little bit. I'm gonna take all of it out of the iron out and then just place it in here so it can dry out, along with the frame and the grips, which I have here that have been drying out for a little while already. Once this all dried out, then we're gonna lube up the pieces, put the gun back together. I don't know if you can actually see this, but we have finally found a couple of stamps. Looks like a star with an RN, and then I can't really make that one out, but I'm sure if I see a chart, I'll be able to make it out. Cal 44, still, I mean, it's this is as far as we're probably gonna take it. We want to keep the patina. You know, I think it looks good this way. Put it back together, put it on a nice plaque. One more thing, with the cylinder, it's still quite dirty, if you can see this. And the inside isn't that great. So we're gonna try one more trick. We're gonna put it in this to see what happens. So let's go ahead and do that, right? Do it all in there, yeah. That's good right there. So let that sit and see what magic it can work. So we are to the point where we went out, got some tools to clean the barrel, every other hole that we have in here. We still have to take the cylinder out of this and then clean it, finish cleaning it up. But I have scrubbed this side of the gun, which looks really good. Found out some more stamps. We got double X here, right here, double X. So according to what I'm thinking, this is a 1964 Uberti and Cardone replica of the old 1858 Remington percussion revolver Colt. So finish scrubbing this off. We go ahead to use this Remington Moisture Guard Rust Preventive Rem Oil to use on all the parts, putting it all back together. And it's working pretty darn good. Look how nice that looks now. Looking pretty nice, right? If I say so myself. Well, let's see if we can see through this barrel. Oh yeah, you can see through it pretty good. Can even see some of the rifling in there. So that is that. Like I said, still have to clean the cylinder with these lovely tools, and then we'll assemble it all back together. All right, time to clean the cylinder, baby. So these brushes really helped in getting inside there and cleaning that out. Way better than any other brush that we actually had. So it was awesome, we bought this. Sweet, all right. Now I need a small one to go down that. Will that work? Oh yes, it sure will. Can't wait to put this together. We've been waiting for quite a while. Yeah. Totes my goats, dude, it's good. Now it's on to... Alright, the cylinder slides in so nice because it's all lubed up now. Look at her purr. Alright, now, so we gotta get this back together. Surgeon's work. Give her that or some light poundage with the hammer, please. Oh, alrighty. Okay, so first screw is going in. So I've come to the point of putting the trigger guard on. Getting really close to the final steps here, everybody. Back in first. So we just had to put that pin in so that when the hammer cocks back, it stays back and has some tension. Put the grips on. Screw that last screw in to get the grips nice and tight. And she is finally all together in its glory. Cocks back. Half safety, I suppose, half cock. Full cocked. And go. And yes, it sure is a dandy. So we finally have a gun case to put the revolver in, but issue is the foam is up too high, so it was recommended that we place the gun in here and we put the good old Holy Bible right on top of it, put some weight on it. So it has been a couple of days since we put the book and then we added the dumbbell to push the gun down. Now I think it is time to take it all off, remove the gun, take off the paper towels, put the gun right back into that nice impression that we made with that weight. Now we are able to close the case. Now I expected this to be happening. Just force it down, close it, and there it is. Ready to be displayed and talked about. So now the last thing that we have to do is talk about the new engraved plate that we have on here. It says the Kinsler Bros
1964 Uberti Navy Arms revolver found on February 28th, 2020 at Nikias Park Magnet Fishing.
Now, the case, the gun, the engraved plate, it is all completed and ready to be displayed. Now, unfortunately, we have come to the end of this restoration process. I hope you stuck around until the end. If you did, I really appreciate it. It would be great if you would leave some comments, and it would be amazing if you would subscribe to our channel and support us in the future. We hope to be finding more cool guns and other items magnet fishing that we can restore and show off to all of you, the viewers and our friends and family. So, until next time,
Keep crushing life on All Pro.
because that is all that we are all trying to do, is live our best life and have some fun while doing it. Am I right?
Get it?